Hey guys, what's cracking? I'm dying.
That was the worst intro of buses
Uh,
I've ever heard.
So tragic.
yeah, I'm in rough shape, but all right.
Yeah, King's coming to us from heaven.
God,
Moved to his next life.
Yeah, seriously. Um, anyways, so I was in a lot better shape yesterday, I think. Um, but yeah, so we got a lot of really interesting stuff happen day one. We're all here for the round C2 through the bonus round and Z round for today. Um, I can't talk right. I feel like I don't know. We got in us the, with wow. We got in the call with us today. Obviously,
Who's
myself.
all this background noise for real?
I think it's always Ant.
That was
Um,
Ant. Kill Ant.
that wasn't me.
as
That wasn't me.
as per
You
usual, we
That
got
was you.
Drew, the analyst, Ant Man, the comedic relief, and Sean. Nick Foles is the goat,
big
also known as
facts.
Inversify, but um,
Yeah, we
coach
got
of the Miami Heat
C2
more.
through Z. I'm excited.
So we're gonna go over our top bat picks, top drafts, or are we just gonna leave this live stream going?
Is it up on the thing?
I don't know. I would open the live stream, but then it would just get like a bunch of background noise.
All right, so let's start before the draft is starting in exactly 13 minutes. Before it does, let's talk about what drafts we all consider to be the top drafts. Um, I'll start. Overall, I think there's a lot of really good drafts on the board. I like a lot of them, but I think the best draft that I see is the Tampa Tyranitar. Um, right now, I think there's definitely still some problems with this draft. I mean, Mammoth Swine tears this draft in half, which is funny.
Thanks.
No, but if somebody has a weakness to ground and ice in combo, um, as well, just because all its Pokemon are either weak to ground or ice, and then there's just Alomola. But I think Aggron's just such a good mon, and he did a really good job supporting its weaknesses. Torn is great, Hydreigon's great, Owl can Wish Pass. Um, lots of good pivots. Lots of I mean these are there's just all of these Pokemon pivot except for Aggron. So
I say
Drew,
we mute Ant.
Drew, you can go from here.
Okay, cool. I just hung up on Ant, so. Sorry, let me pull it up. I chose the Zionzar. It's not because I think it's the best draft by any means, but I think it's like just I don't know. I like it, which is probably not the criteria we were going by, but I just like it. It has some Pokemon I really like and think are underrated, like Zapdos. It,
Did you get kicked out of the call by
kill
accident?
you, Ant. Okay, background noise is killing me. Um, it has pivoting, it has speed, it has 2 high tier hazard clears, it has AG slash, which is of course great. It has high tier speed, which is always something that a lot of teams are drafting right now. Yeah.
All right. So I guess we're gonna skip Ant because he's not here. So I'm gonna go on to my top draft, which is New Jersey Flabébé. I really think that the Magneton pick in C1 really just brought this draft together because it didn't really like steals too much. Really, the best way for them to deal with it would be like Hawlucha, but a lot of times you want to save that as a cleaner because obviously you can only activate Unburden once. So yeah, I think this draft just synergizes very well from the first 6 picks, and it's very offensive, but also it has some bulk that it can rely on, like Snorlax. But what I would like to see are some hazard setters and a good like fighting type switch in, because Lele's alright, but um, you know it's not super bulky, and it also doesn't have recovery. So especially if it has those 2 things, it'll continue to get better. But I think out of the incomplete drafts that are here, I think Neff has like the best like core kind of to work with.
So I think the Villanova Terra Cats have a good start. Nidoking is low key. I don't know why. People have been saying like, he's bad. I had him last season. Didn't really use him as well as I should have, but I feel like he does bring a lot of viability and reliability if you know how to use him right. Same goes with, I think, Weavile and Arcanine, but I think it's a little less on a Weavile because he's kind of more of a one move mon. You kind of have the like basic set for Weavile, but I do think Mega Altaria fits well with the draft already for the half draft that these guys have. And that's kind of what that's what I got to say about that one.
All right. Well, we got 9 minutes till the draft starts. C2 and through the end is very interesting because it's a place where the teams will be able to patch up their weaknesses in the upper tiers and get roles that they don't have yet, or maybe they'll repeat roles and have a shitty draft. So we'll see what happens.
I will say it's a really nice feeling that I have the first D2 pick, so I already know what I'm getting.
You knew what you were getting from the start.
Yeah, it feels good.
And I will throw in there that you can also find some definitely good mons with bonus picks as well. You can still get some, like A and B level mons that are very good.
It's not rating too hard.
It'll be interesting to see how many people will like to drop in some of the lower tiers
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, back, guys.
I think if you're dropping in tiers is more beneficial to do in the lower tiers than in the upper tiers.
It varies.
Yeah, it can vary, but I think just as a general statement, like dropping in like C and D is usually better than dropping in like A and B.
At Colin.
Straight shade out here.
Yeah, true. Interesting.
Yeah, because if we look at it, there's only 2 coaches that have better than a C bonus right now. So definitely some people that could drop and get some higher tier mons to round out their draft.
Swablu with Mega Banette is super interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she uses that.
Yeah, that's true. That's one of the odd ones. I don't mind it that much though.
I just sent you some PMs.
You what? Oh, sorry. I'm like not checking those.
Is this draft getting started?
Yeah, we're missing one person. So.
Who are we missing?
Jarrett.
Of course.
So we'll see what happens there.
It's gonna take like a good 2 maybe hours, maybe 2.5. You can plug this into your laptop phone. Akeem,
Yeah.
you have 2 Pelipers on C tier.
Bruh.
What does that even mean? What?
Like, did someone drafted Pelipper, but Pelipper's still in C tier, like in the
No,
undrafted?
Pelipper wasn't drafted.
Yeah, it was.
Some shit changed.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that he changed his mod.
Yeah, because I think Yuzi made a mistake. Gave it to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's actually him.
Yeah, if Jarrett does not show, then that means skip him until
He does show.
he does show, and then he gets to choose his mons by the next break. So
Only a couple minutes away now.
I think everyone except Jared is here.
we'll give him the 4 minutes.
So how's everybody's day going?
I woke up, then I pulled out my laptop. Actually, no, I had to shovel snow first.
It snowed where you lived.
I live in Chicago. Of course it snowed.
Damn, sucks.
I mean, I'm like roughly the same latitude as you, I think, near
It was-
Philadelphia.
2 days ago, it was 12 inches.
Yeah, I didn't get it that bad. It was. Ooh, everybody's here.
Yeah, looks like Jarrett's just gonna have to take an L on this one.
No, he's here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got 2 more minutes till it actually starts.
Wow, is everyone here right now? This is a lit room.
Hell yeah. What's the stream looking like?
You know, actually, the stream health is pretty good,
Good.
which is shocking. I thought it would be super bad. Guys in the stream, everyone watching the stream, say hi.
Tell us if its background noise ever gets unbearable.
Hate my background noise. That's not me, actually.
No one said hi. Oh, Dan said hi. Yay, Dan.
Let's get started.
All right, guys, the draft is underway, and I have the first
1
pick of.
minute timer, no long speeches.
I have the
Yo.
first pick of C2.
I already went. Wow.
Team is the first pick. Let's see what.
Hey,
Chandelure.
no speeches again.
Yeah, no speeches, man.
Oh, she said no long speeches.
Alright, I don't want to kill you in your speeches on the stream, but like, why?
Oh, for Chandelure?
Are they in there still?
I think Chandelure is an absurdly good mon. I think it does a lot more than people think it does. I don't know. I just think it's sick. It's really powerful. Next up is Dan.
Dan
Alolan
picking up
Muck.
Alolan Muck.
Wow, that went early.
So I guess Tyler doesn't matter anyway.
He's out here counter drafting Akeem.
Yeah, true.
Suit Trapper to trap that Chandelure.
Ooh, that trap. Oh, what did Dan get Muckalola?
Absolutely. Olin Muck, definitely interesting mon. I think it's
Who is Meth Surgeon, please?
that's Tyler.
Oh, okay. Sniped. This better not take another 2.5 hours.
Tyler doing the classic.
Ask the
Exactly
chat.
Exactly.
We said don't do.
Except ask the chat.
Never. We literally said never ask the chat, and he asked the chat.
Literally, he asked the chat. Well, Selgor is still a good mon. Gives him.
No, I think
that,
Excelgor is sick.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Also, people
Nice back.
sleep on its offensive abilities, like like.
Choice X isn't
It's really not.
you can run modest.
And there goes Mello.
For sure. And we'll see what. I think on the team itself, Meloetta looks great.
Meloetta is a sick. This draft is honestly probably one of the best right now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I really like Cherry's draft. I think it's going under the radar.
I can always wear.
Izzy picks up Blastoise.
Solid rapid spinner. She's definitely something she has used in the past. Used effectively. Definitely a solid pickup.
I think it's
You
really.
get off your webkins!
She's drafted it 3 seasons in a row, and I think it's a really good Pokemon. It was a really reliable hazard clearer.
Petition to remove Ant from the call yet again.
Yeah,
Really
fucking
helpful.
honestly. And
Oh my god.
And we are
There's
removing you
two-
from this call in T minus
There's too many
10,
people in my damn room, sorry.
9, 8, 7, 6.
like, mute yourself if you're not talking.
I'm talking.
His
All right.
girlfriend's just here. Sorry.
So is Akeem's. But
Well,
she's
mine
not
isn't talking and being annoying.
What?
Anyways, we'll see what baby pick up.
Yuxi.
And they do.
How do you feel about Yuxi, Akeem?
I think Yuxi is sick.
They
You
picked up
used Yuxi.
what I wanted: a fighting resist and a stealth rocker. So
I think Yuxi is an awesome. Also, don't sleep on the calm mindset. Like, it's surprisingly fast. I actually once swept Neff with Uxie.
great mon, nice and
I
full.
once swept you with that. Huh.
So it goes for
Arachnid.
a rock window.
Lori going for the Arachnid. Recently got sticky webs. Definitely a hard hitter with water bubble because it's pretty broken ability, can't get burned, and also doubles the power of its water moves. And it also takes half damage from fire attacks.
That's insane.
Yeah, might be the most broken ability in the game.
I think so, but it's only on Arachnid, so I'm not mad.
Whoa, we got the first
Going
drop
down
down with
here.
Miltank. What are your thoughts on dropping down for Miltank?
Awful.
Done it in C3 probably.
Should have done it in C3. Well, I think this just says that Colin's trying to probably
Really
do another drop down in the next one.
Probably. Anyways, next we have the Villanova Tour Cats.
We'll see. Picking up Primarina.
Primarina.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That should not have gone as far as it did.
Yeah, that's shocking. That's one of the best mods in the tier in my mind. Like, AV Pre-Marina is a set.
Mm-hmm.
The Beijing Bohemians. Noivern.
Noivern, an interesting mon. Pretty fast.
I like it.
Good choice specs user.
I like
true.
it.
It just doesn't. I don't think it hits as hard as it should.
I agree. But it does get some momentum. Frisk is also a very nice ability in draft leagues.
Yeah, that's true.
Heatmore's coming in with the next pick of Marowak Alola.
Wow.
Everyone thought this was the shit about a year ago.
2 months ago.
Now it doesn't fucking matter.
I think now it hit the useless bucket.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a niche anti-Metamon.
Yeah.
It's only
I mean,
it's
in itself, it's still a good pick. Just like,
Just that speed.
Gives me another rock.
I think it's a fine Pokemon in C tier. I think I'm not upset
Yeah,
with the pick. I think it's a fine pick where
I
you
think
got it.
if you look at it as like, oh, it's OU, then you'll be like, yeah, this is bad. But if you just look at it compared to other C mons,
It's a good
just
Cmon, I'd say.
generally a good mon.
I'd say it's an okay Cmon. Yeah, I agree with it.
And I needed a nice fire resist.
the Reshiram's are coming up. To see what they're gonna pick. I think they have a pretty good draft so far.
Yeah, I would agree.
Picked up some big mons though, or some pretty big steals.
Neff says, "Yo, Ant franchise tornadoes in the bottom of C3. That's mad value."
Yeah, it is. Zorark. Ooh. I know Akima's opinions on Zorark.
I don't know. I don't think it's very good, but I think it's alright. It's like alright.
I think
Alright, I'm not gonna ask you questions anymore because I think you're dying.
No, I can.
I don't think it's awful. I think illusion is just it's an interesting ability, but I think in the right hands can be very powerful.
That's fair. Alright, let's see what Ant is picking up.
C. Undrafted.
Are you fucking kidding me? Have you been look? You had so much time.
You had a whole
No, I'm
day.
kidding. I know what I want. I was just kidding. I'm gonna go with my. I think you're right, Drew. I think I'm gonna enjoy this mon a little nice.
See what Ant picks up.
Cloyster.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's okay for C2.
Yeah,
Yeah, with that 180 defense.
it can be a decent defensive spinner, or obviously a shell smash sweeper.
For sure.
Fuck.
5 times fast. And of course, it can hazard stack itself.
Yeah.
It has toxic spikes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has spikes and toxic spikes. I don't believe against rocks.
Majestic
Whoa.
Squirtle gets Komala.
Swablu's got a weird draft.
An interesting mon. I don't know. I personally, I was not impressed with it when I was using it. I think it's, I don't know. It's just a very interesting mon, but I think it suffers a little bit from 4 move slot syndrome.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Good looking mon. Yeah.
Charleston Kinglers come in with their next pick. We'll see what they end up going for. Picking up Slurpa.
Oh,
I think this is
really
actually
good.
a surprise.
Not gonna come back until later tonight.
Super top C-Mon, because it is very versatile.
He left last night. He wasn't coming last night.
You have webs now, and also it obviously still is a threatening belly drum sweeper, and also is decent calm mind user.
You know what? It's like, I also think the draft is starting to make sense because Slurpuff now with webs is going to make Glalie a lot more of a threat.
As well as
It's
Bishop
going to
and
make
Defiant.
Bisharp a lot more of a threat because of the defogging.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just, I think it's great.
I agree. I think that was a great pickup.
Hitmontop.
Go with the top. I think there are definitely a lot of mixed feelings on this. Is Hitmonlee gone?
No.
Because if it hasn't, I think he definitely should have gone Hitmonlee.
No,
Oh,
Hitmonlee is
yeah.
gone.
Gone. All right. Because I don't know. I don't think Hitmontop is particularly good.
I think it's really good.
The Bouffalants have the next pick of the Todd roll. Picking up
Double Ambipom.
I don't know what I think about Ambipom.
2 Ambipoms, 1 for each hand. I think it's pretty interesting.
I think it's super good.
It's definitely an interesting mod. It'd be interesting to see if he ever brings things wrong.
Yeah, and Mega. This is looking a lot like his CSLL draft. He had Breloom, he had Mega.
Yeah, Yon Mega I think is pretty good mon in C. It can be a very threatening wall breaker with tinted lens. You know, there's really not too many things that can easily switch into this thing. And then of course it can also go the complete opposite route and be a cleaner with speed boost. So Release
Fuck.
going to go for Drapion. Interesting indeed. Okay, there's another drop down.
Yeah,
So-
another drop down.
I love Drapion. I think it's very, very good, especially in D. Obviously he's picking in C, but he will get the bonus boost by picking it here.
For sure.
When I saw him pick Alolan Muck, I was so worried.
Yeah, just Drapion very versatile. You know, can pursue trap, can set T spikes, can sword stance.
Fuck.
Yeah, definitely.
Robert go for the Blaziken. Obviously most people use that would be insane.
Yeah, it gets defog now though, right?
It does get defog now, and I think that would be a big part of how he wants to use it as more of an offensive defogger, kind of similar to what like a Superior might do. And obviously it still is a very threatening offensive but you know, defog, very nice utility for it. And
For sure. It's gonna be interesting to see. Let's look at the C2 picks so far.
C2 picks this round. I think Slurpuff was definitely one of the top picks of the round. You know, I think getting it that late in C2 is real value. What are your thoughts?
Slurpuff? Yeah, I think Slurpuff's probably the best pick of the best picks of the.
Slurpuff.
I'd say Slurpuff, Primarina, Meloetta are the three top, and Chandelure are the four top of the.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And if I had to throw in a fifth, I'd probably say I don't know.
I think Blastoise is a good pick.
I think Uxie was a good pick.
I think both Uxie and Blastoise are good picks.
Yeah, I think
in the sense that
they support their teams very
for their
well.
teams, yeah.
Yeah. Like I was when I was explaining Neff's draft, I was like, oh, he needs a fighting resist and a rocker. Well, he has a very sturdy fighting resist now and a rocker in Uxie that can also give his team momentum with U-turn.
Right. We'll see. There's 2 minutes left in the break. Has your top draft changed? I think Cherry's just solidified my.
Yeah, I think
like
Neff
Cherry's draft more.
I think Neff also kind of solidified, at least what I was saying about, because he kind of just patched up exactly what he needed to patch up, and I think these C-Mons for Neff are really paying a big dividends in terms of his overall draft. I think both Magneton and Uxie were both fantastic pickups for his team.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, looks like both Akeem and Ant are dead.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
Sorry. I'm helping Akeem out.
I got sniped pretty hard.
Yeah.
I really thought I would be able to get Drapion. I traded up to a high C3 spot.
A little bit of a snipe.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
little bit.
I was so
Just a little
shocked.
bit.
I was so shocked. It's never gone above C3.
Yeah, I think Release he has a very late C3 pick, so I think he's probably going to drop there too. And he just really wanted to secure that Drapion.
Definitely some interesting picks so far here. I I think Solry's Sticky Web is going to help out things like Darmanitan
Yeah,
and
Dark-
Hydreigon. So
for sure.
very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Kind of, Solry's draft is it's kind of weird for me because it's like he has the really fat Alomomola Mega Aggron core, and then the rest of his draft is like kind of offensive more. Although I think Alomomola definitely, if it's like fairly well on the team, where it can pass into these more bulky offense mons, which I think is a great way to use Alomomola because it can almost be a pivot, even though it doesn't have U-turn, Volt Switch, or Baton Pass. And it can almost be a pivot itself by using Wish and then passing it into something that's bulky enough to like live any hit and basically healing them back to full because of Alomola's large HP stat. It's almost like a pivoting move in itself. And of course, it has Regenerator, so you don't really have to pass wishes to yourself super often.
Yeah, that's true. What are some undrafted? See, I'm surprised Moltres and Rhyperior, Scrafty too, are still
Oh yeah, Scrafty.
undrafted.
I think Bronzon's. I thought that would go earlier. I'm sad that Ditto hasn't been picked.
Bronzong is still a shock.
Nobody listening to me and my my article. Sad. Yeah, I think Seismitoad is also a pretty good Cmon. Surprised that nobody's picked that up. And it looks like nobody really wants to go too weather based as Pelipper is still undrafted. So don't think anybody's going for a rain team.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they just had the balls to leave Pelipper until C3.
Hmm. All right. Well, I think it's going to start up again.
Yes, it's been a long break.
It's 30 seconds left, so I'm pretty sure there's no timer. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's just counting in her head.
Yeah, that was about a nice like 6-minute break. And we are
And the
now
Zion Zards are the first pick. See what they do. Picking up Rabombi. Interesting pick.
it's another great mon. Definitely got heavily buffed when it got sticky webs because previously it really was only able to do one thing, and that was kind of quiver dance, and it was all right at that, but not great. But now that has sticky webs, it's nice, fast sticky webber, and it just really provides that versatility that you're looking for in draft league.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
That's
and just a fast fairy type is
oh yeah, faster.
Rhyperior is the next pick. I think Rhyperior is great.
One of the things you said you were surprised that was lasting did not last long in C3.
Yeah, that's
definitely
true. Yeah, Rhyperior with solid rock. You'd think the ground rock type would be bad, but like fighting and steel, most of its weaknesses outside of corner and grass really don't do anything to it.
Especially with that great physical bulk.
Exactly. And Bobbert picks up Sneasel.
I believe that's D, right? So you drop it down to pick that.
Yeah, that is a
I think Rabambi was also D, right?
Rabambi is also D. Yeah, so those are both drops.
So yeah, he's definitely not keeping Mega Absol.
Yeah, I think this is just showing that
15 speed. But yeah, I think Sneasel is definitely one of the top D mons, and I'm not surprised he dropped for it. But
yeah, that's true.
I think if he was gonna drop for it, maybe could have gotten a lower pick in C3, but still nice to secure it. So
Yeah, that's for sure.
We will see the Tarnovo Turtwigs.
Yeah, the Turtwigs coming in with their
Swampert, definitely a good mon. I think Seismitoad might be a little bit better, but they're both.
Is Seismitoad still available?
Yes, I think they're both relatively the same, so it's not the worst pick in the world. Gives him a nice bulky water that has rocks, of course. You know, it's got decent offenses too for a wall, and
Yeah, exactly.
just generally a solid pick.
Yeah, definitely a solid choice. Who's next? Beijing Behemoths with Rhydon going down again. A lot of D tier picks getting taken. Interesting to see people drop down. It almost seems weird to me because like I don't think teams, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think teams are getting, if everyone is dropping down, there's no difference between just like drafting all the tiers as they are and then a bonus. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think that's a mostly valid point, but I think a lot of people, now that they've had some time to see what went undrafted in tiers such as A and B, that they know will only be able to be taken in bonus, so they might have reworked some of their plans, especially if they got sniped. As we see yet another drop in Delphox.
Yeah.
So,
That's not a drop.
C3 looking more like D1 at
That's
this point.
Delphox is C.
Yeah, Delphox, definitely a great mon.
Delphox is in C tier.
What? It's
Yeah.
D. No, it's
No, it's
D.
in C tier.
No, it's D.
I'm so positive it's in C tier.
I looked at it last night and it was D. So
I'm like so sure you're incorrect.
Finnish Blizzards coming up.
we don't know what tier Delphox
Wow, no, it
is.
isn't. It isn't D. I never moved it then.
Well, certainly a mon that could be in C. So a good pickup for the Reshiram's there.
Yeah, definitely.
C. Piloswine being taken, yet another D mon. Man, how many C mons are even going to be taken?
Exactly right. Like there's none.
I think there's been 2 so far. In what's it called? Swampert and Rhyperior. But Piloswine, a very solid low tier rocker.
Bronzong is still on the board.
Obviously has a great offensive.
What the fuck? Why is Bronzong still on the board? Someone explain.
There's so many great
I
Seamons.
don't understand this.
Tyrantrum, Bronzong, Beware, Chestnut, Druddigan.
Bronzong went from being drafted B1 last season to now maybe being undrafted.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Who is next? Akeem is next, picking up the next pick. It seems very sad.
Sad that his Drapion got sniped.
Yeah.
And he should take Bronzong. I agree. Strokefish. I agree. It's a good mod.
Unfortunately, my draft now, without being able to pick Drapion, it looks really Ghost Week all of a sudden. That's a hard weakness to patch up.
Chansey is right there, Keen.
Honchkrow. Spiritomb.
Yo, Guzzlord.
I think Spiritomb's a good pick. I know you're worried about the ghost weakness, but I think it's not as big of a deal as you think it is.
Good ghost types are decently hard to come by.
I mean, also granted, like ghost types are
I also
really
have-
special, and you functionally have like one of the best special walls.
I also have 2 of the ghost types. Like, there's not that many ghost types, and I have 2 of the best ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Tampa Tyranitar, make the next pick.
Can Pursuit Trap them.
Yeah, that's why I really wanted Drapion, unfortunately.
Tyranitar. Tampa Tyranitar. Solry. Doing the next pick, getting Chestnut. We got an actual Demon, everyone.
Seamon being taken.
Or Seamon, yeah, whoa. It's crazy. I think Chestnut's a great pick.
I agree. It's a great hazard stacker. Just basically an annoying mon in general.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Insane's attack. Aerodactyl
Fuck.
gets picked.
Fuck.
C.
That's D, right?
Yeah, but it's a Demon.
It's a demon. Definitely a very fast, rocker. It's gets taunt, which is good.
Holy shit.
Pretty much, yeah. It's really good for that fast speed tier. Although I'm kind of questioning odds because he already has the type of Goku, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Now
Here
he's
goes
eyes
Izuto.
going,
Yeah.
which I might proclaim the best pick of the round already.
Yeah, honestly.
This thing is
Yeah,
insane.
Ewok's been making some very good picks in the past year. I know Glalie was questionable, but the rest is like doing really well.
Seismitoad, just an incredible value this late in C3.
Exactly.
I don't think Seismitoad's that good, personally. I was never a huge fan of it.
I think it's better than Swampert.
I would agree. Although I think they're very close. Tyrantrum, another great pickup in C3 by Neff. Gives them another rocker. But it is another fighting weak mon, so who knows? We'll see if he can patch that up a little later. Although he's not super fighting weak.
Yeah. That's the thing. Skokie Snorrens, Tyler is in the other room. I have no idea what he's going for. Going down to get Electros.
No weakness mask.
Yeah, that's another dip down too.
Should count him at the end of the round.
Very, very interesting. The San Antonio Espers coming in with their next pick, getting Wheezing, dipping down again. What the fuck? Well, that puts Colin an A tier bonus, which means that he doesn't have to dip down anymore.
I think he probably could have waited to grab these.
Wow, so many Demons got picked.
Yeah.
People just got absurd C3 value.
That's insane.
Basically, if you didn't draft a Seamon here, you probably got gypped a little bit with the in terms of value.
Holy shit, look at all this stuff that's on the board. Pangoro, Machamp.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty crazy.
Machamp?
Maybe some people will be looking to go for C bonuses.
Sean, if you are going for a D pick, I'm gonna kill you.
I kind of am going for a D pick. But it's also one of the best Demons, in my opinion.
What this also does is it runs D dry, which means people are gonna go down in E too.
That is true. Which means we are going to see a lot of high tier bonuses. Which makes it
Miami Heat Wars picking up
the top mon of last season, Kecleon.
Oh yeah, that's a ghost killer.
It is. I'm sad that it doesn't get Pursuit, but it is still a fantastic switch into ghost types. Protean, definitely a great ability, and gives me another stealth rocker. I've got a wide variety. Has Lee's unfortunately being sniped again.
Not. Is he even watching?
Yeah, he is.
Explosion.
Explosion. What are your thoughts on this, Drew?
It's been on a few championship teams. I think it's been on his championship team
And
before.
mine.
So, he knows how to use it. It's a fast offensive Monolith Eruption.
I think it definitely could be good on his team specifically because he has those sticky webs.
Exactly.
So maybe he doesn't have to run a choice scarf eruption set.
Yeah.
Which
Dan better pick something insane here. Yeah, fucking good.
Bronzong. Dan is the savior.
That's the top.
Yeah,
Yeah, Izzy said it too.
amazing pick.
Bronzong is
And certainly knowing how to get his value in these lower tiers.
Went B1 last season with C3 this season. What the fuck?
Yeah, kind of making me look like an idiot, but oh well.
There's my
Have you seen
champ.
Champ going? Another good C-Mon. So these last couple of folks really realize, perhaps listening to the stream, realizing that
realizing that what the fuck? Okay, now that
good
C
C-Mon.
tier is gone, can we still go over some of these mons that did not get drafted that should have been?
Oh yes.
Fucking Durant and Druddigan, I think. Durant is underrated. Mantine. People looking for hazard clears and pick up Mantine. Moltres is a fire type people always want. Fucking Scrafty, which is insanely good.
Yeah, Scrafty. I can't believe Scrafty is undrafted right now.
That's unreal to me.
Crazy. And then of course Ditto, which
Durant the physical wall is what. It's such a good physical wall, man. Oh man. It is a physical wall. Sorry, you don't understand how good Durant's physical wall is, right? I'm just telling you how great it is, right?
I wish Durant got skill swap, so you could skill swap Truant onto people.
It has entrainment, man.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So the strategy that I used to always do in RU that me and a couple other people came up with was you entrainment something, and then you go into Doug Trio,
Yep.
and then you protect.
That's the classic.
And then you hone claws when it's truant, and then you protect, and then you just fucking run through the team. It's insane. Yeah, Durant is lit. Durant is so good, and I'm so shocked people didn't get it. Agility pass, fucking this better be a pick in everyone's like, oh, hustle, but you get fucking hone claws too, man. Anyway, it's a physical wall because it gets rest, which is it's the best recovery move because it also heals status.
Yeah, you can heal that nice toxic off.
Yeah, exactly.
You can heal toxic from Salazzle off because Salazzle is clearly going to toxic you instead of just using fire moves.
For sure. Very interesting.
So now,
yeah, is your top draft changed at all? I liked Cherry's pick. What was Cherry's pick? I just remember liking.
Man, I'm in trouble.
Team. Oh, Rabombi. Yeah, Rabombi's lit. Meloetta under webs.
No, Drew. Can you check PMs real quick?
Yeah.
I think I might change. I think what's it called? Dan's draft has really come together in these C picks.
Really?
So
yeah, I like Dan's draft actually. What? I do like it. It's kind of blown under the radar.
Yeah, if you ignore the Infernape Keldeo thing, it's low key very solid.
I would say it had a huge dark type and huge or sorry, not a huge ghost type weakness, and then Muck got picked, which is great.
I think he could probably use at least another like decent ghost answer, because having one on a team with 4 weaknesses there, 4 pretty bad weaknesses, he could definitely use something else. But definitely Alolan Muck, a great pickup for his team, and Bronzong in C3. I mean, just a great value pick, possibly the best pick of the round.
Yeah, very possibly.
At C3 picks. Yeah, pretty much what stands out to me. I think Seismitoad, Bronzong, Rhyperior, also a very good pick. And if we count how many Seamons, we have Rhyperior, Chestnut, Swampert, Bronzong, Machamp, Tyrantrum, and Seismitoad. And I believe that is it. So 7 C picks and 13 D picks this round.
For sure. That's very, very interesting. It's everyone sort of catching on the whole train drop, which is pretty interesting. And it looks like we're starting again. So, starting in the D1, which is already fucking run dry. We'll see what Dan picks. I think he needs. Dan's looking for some fairy resist, is what I saw last time. Or no, maybe not. Drampa's cool.
It does get Defog now, which is a big point. It gets Defog and Roost. So
its coverage is pretty fucking insane.
Yeah, Drampa has insane coverage. I think
2 good abilities in Berserk and
I think that's a great pick.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick too. It's very interesting having another dragon type defogger, but they're a bit different. So.
Well, I don't think Megalodios is something that you really want.
Yeah, exactly. So putting that.
Yeah, I think it's great. And
I think the only concern I have for Dan's draft right now is he wants to get some fairy resist, some fairy killers. Aside from Muck.
Yeah, Muck, obviously not a resist. Yeah, he has Scizor, which is like alright, revenge killing. I think
Alola.
I mean, I guess Bronzong isn't awful. Trio Alola, definitely interesting.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Tangling Hair, I guess, is a decent ability. Although I think the most common move that it gets used against this are like fire moves, which are generally not physical. I guess Flare Blitz would be affected, or Earthquake, which is not affected by Tangling Hair. So I don't think it's like the best typing to take full advantage of Tangling Hair. But does he have a Sand Setter? Because maybe it'll be like Sand Force or something.
Cinccino. Good pick.
He doesn't have a Sand Setter. Cinccino.
Still, it can take advantage of the 3 Sand Setters that are in this.
That's true. He can take advantage of that. And
Team's coming up with
nice
pick.
fast rocket.
See what happens.
Chief, I don't think is the greatest.
Swallow.
Always a quick Demon to go. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I wanted Aerodactyl. I wanted Aerodactyl a hell of a lot more, but Swallow will do.
Yeah, Swallow does not get rocks, but it is a lot more threatening than Aerodactyl. It's very hard from the physical or the special side. Rylai's going to pick up Rotom. Now gets Defog. I think this is Sleeper, one of the better Defoggers in the lower tiers.
I think so too. All the Rotoms.
Yeah.
And this one, immune to spikes, toxic spikes, sticky webs. It's only has neutral stealth rocks.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why it's definitely a better defogger, especially than things like maybe a Rotom Heat or Rotom Frost, because they do suffer from that rock weakness. as Nefertum picks up Colin as a Pokemon. No, I'm just kidding.
Or are you?
Picks up Garbodor. Definitely a decent hazard stacker. A pretty good fighting resist. Just a generally solid mon. Was his team weak to fairies? Because that's generally what it's good against. It was somewhat weak to fairy. Oh yeah, that's what you wanted him anyway, right, Drew?
Yeah.
You wanted him to pick up a nice fairy resist, or was that somebody else?
Who?
Neff.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but it is good fairy resist. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. Very cool.
What is Izzy saying wait shit for?
Perhaps she got sniped.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, we'll move on. Forecast. We'll take
Zatu, which is interesting because it is a demon.
Yeah, has that magic bounce, which can definitely prevent maybe some like sticky webs or spikes from coming up, even against your team, so it could affect the team builder that way. Doesn't have the best stats, but I think it's mostly a utility mon.
For sure. Tyranitar. Zangoose is their next pick. Super good. Belly drum now.
Does it have belly drum?
I feel like it doesn't need. I feel like it doesn't need belly drum.
It doesn't need it, but it's pretty fucking hilarious.
I don't think it's a good belly drummer. Mostly just
not.
wants to get toxic and click facade and just break down some walls. Vinny going with the Alolan Raichu.
Brittany's draft is very colorful. I have to say that. Has like all the colors of the rainbow.
Not really sure if that's a requirement of a draft, but
I think it is.
Color value.
Color.
I'll make it a stat on my draft planner.
Dude, please. I want that.
I could do it. It'd be pretty easy.
Yeah. Alright, Majestic Swablu is coming in with the next pick.
This is not a very colorful team.
Yeah, thank you, Penny. I think it's great. Sceptile, Zumaro, Heatran,
let's see what
Crobat. You got the purple.
you need purple and indigo, right?
It's indigo.
At purple, or is it indigo?
Vinny, if you don't fucking get indigo, I'm gonna kill you. Get fucking indigo.
What does
It's not
Swallow
about
even
type
do?
synergy, it's about color synergy.
Or no, I think it's indigo and violet. Because Roy.
Indigo and violet, right. Lilligant goes. Interesting.
What does Swallow even do?
Physical or special?
Swallow, yeah, it's basically just a fast mon that can be either a physical or a special cleaner. Usually runs
Guts,
Spec.
Facade, Brave Bird, or Sex Boom Burst.
Yeah,
Oh, purged. Certainly got purged.
gets some as well, which is pretty nice.
Oh, I left too. This is tragic. We got Tarnovo Turtwigs coming as the next pick.
Oh, disconnected.
Some people are coming back. Oh no. Lucifer is not back yet for his pick.
Unfortunate.
Oh. Let's see Zeus's draft.
I enjoy how other people's bonuses are getting updated on the sheets and mine isn't.
Yours is not.
Nope.
What is
I
it?
took Kecleon and just didn't move up a tier. Anyways, Lucifer will go for the Amistar.
Oh,
Good stacking mon. Gets all 3. Well, it doesn't get sticky webs, but it gets rock spikes and T spikes, and it also gets shell smash.
Shell Smash, yeah. Good pick. Very good pick.
Yep, good pick for sure. And I'm disconnected again. Classic.
Ewok is in with Claydol as a clear. I think it's good at being a clear and nothing else. Is that a good evaluation?
Yeah. It can calm mind, and it can set up screens too. So I don't know. It's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, is what I would say.
Ooh, Trevenant. I love Trevenant.
I do love Trevenant. Good Mon has 3 good abilities. Fairly bulky as well.
For sure. Ant's coming up next. You probably need some form of...
Drew, I just sent you a PM real quick.
Okay. Ant is next on the line. I think he needs... I don't know. Let's take a look at Ant's draft. Has a water type. He wants a dragon. I don't know.
Ant's draft really even matter when he has this many free agents.
Yeah, exactly. Just fucking like take something. Ant is still on the ropes, just waiting. Let's see what he wants.
Ant just needs to pick something
Houndoom.
pretty sooner rather than later.
Interesting to have with Cephalon. I don't know what to think of it.
I think it is definitely the last Cephalon.
Easy picks McMortar. Gives her a fire type finally.
It's pretty good mon.
Very colorful mon.
Yeah.
Gets you the red, orange, and the yellow.
Wow, he has a very colorful draft too.
Sableye. Goes down for Sableye. D1.
I'm pretty confused by that one.
Really?
I mean,
I don't think it's good either. It's okay.
I don't think it's super good, especially after the prankster nerf. Yeah, especially in D1.
What's the prankster nerf?
You can't hit ghosts or dark types. I mean,
Yeah, it just fails against dark types.
Interesting.
so it's like, yeah, I don't think it's that great because I don't think it can do like really anything to types, and especially
Lycanroc.
one. Like I think he definitely could have. If he did it, could have waited at least till D2.
For sure.
Till
Lycanroc's a little bit better because it has Drill Run, but not really. Right? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, I have it. I had it 2 seasons ago. It was all right.
But you didn't have grounds. Ground is pretty good. I still think this is like a top tier D pick.
Yeah, I think it's very good. I had it in C, so it wasn't quite as good, but it's pretty good. It's
I mean, I'm saying Jared has it in D, and it's a little bit buffed compared to what you had in C.
yeah,
So
I agree.
that's
I think it's a lot better than when I had it.
exactly.
Accelerock is definitely a really nice thing to have.
Comfey, good pick.
Good pick with that triage ability. It's got defog now, which is a pretty big boost to it because before it was kind of it was kind of like a utility mon that didn't quite have enough utility.
Yeah, exactly.
But now it does get the defog, so it is decently all right now, even though it really does not. It's quite passive. Even
I think Samurott as a D pick is pretty solid.
I think it is also quite solid. Good mixed attacking, and it's got a pretty decent move pool if I remember correctly.
For sure. Yeah, for sure, definitely.
That's like Mega Horn, Sacred Sword, Brass Knot. Dragon Tail Encore, which I actually didn't know it got. Gets knockoff.
I don't know. I never like Samurott never stood out to me a lot.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's like a amazing Demon. I think it's just a general like.
Yeah, I still think it's pretty solid. There's one more pick to go, which is you, the Inversify.
I
will be taking Lantern.
Good pick.
No, I don't know. I had it once. I think people think it's cool because I was like, oh, it's got could be immune to these types or whatever. And I think Dan had it too, and both of us thought the same things. Like, oh, it looks good on paper, but it's
Yeah, it is a backup for one of my other picks.
it's a little better on paper than it is in practice. Is all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled with this pick, but I am. It's something.
Especially in D1.
It can give me a nice slow volt switch, which could be definitely useful for getting in some scary things like Metacham and Mamoswine.
Or
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
We look at the D1 picks.
Yeah, take a look at. Tell me what you think the best D1 picks are.
I think Trevenant was very good. I think Zangoose was very good. Drampa was all right. And I think Swellow was pretty good for you, Hakeem.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted Aerodactyl, but if I guess.
You know what? You were looking for priority, and you were looking for. I mean, that's priority.
It's quick attack, right?
Yep.
But like Guts quick attack.
That's boosted. But I mean, yeah, just generally a fast cleaner. It doesn't get the rocks, but I think it's more effective of a cleaner than Aerodactyl for sure. And you don't have to rely on stone.
Yeah, I do like that. I just all of a sudden my draft doesn't have a lot of hazard setters either, and it's gonna be hard to patch that up.
Anyways, if we move on to maybe top drafts, anyone's top draft change?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't participate. I said the Tampa Tyranitar last time. I have to take a look at them all again, but
Yeah, I'll have to do the same. I think I'll stick with Dan. I think the draft pick did pretty well on his team.
I like
you know.
Cherry. I think I like Cherry's draft a lot.
I like Cherry's draft a lot too. I called it from the start. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I also like Cherry's draft.
I think Meloetta in C2 just automatically makes any draft much better looking.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm dealing with some tough snipage today.
I mean, at least it's today and not tomorrow, you know?
What do you mean?
Or not yesterday.
I guess, yeah.
Like, if you lost Goodra and Azelf, I have no clue what the fuck you would do.
I mean, I would have probably gone Snorlax, but
Leading off the D2s is Skokie Snorlax when it happens, and then Cherrymander's right after. We're starting back up again, which means the Skokie Snorlax are up, and I know that Tyler is so fucking excited to get this.
whoa. Yeah, I guess he got the Slush Rush. He got the Slush Rush going.
Now here, let's see if we see a kind of what.
But it's a mon that would have gone early in E if it was in E,
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
I think it's definitely one of the top E-mons.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good rap.
Lycanroc Midnight, which is also E now, goes
Yeah, Lycanroc.
So I actually think this is a good pick,
I would agree.
despite me not liking Lycanroc in itself. I still think it's a pretty good pick. You know, it also gives Cherry a speed tier that they don't have yet.
I would go Rock picks Rotom Fan.
Not bad.
Not bad, barring build.
Yeah, true. I think Ewok wants some. No, Ewok gets Super Ninja. I was gonna say wants some speed, but he has it.
And Rotom Fan, not the worst Scar forever.
No,
Either
definitely not. I actually think it's one of the better.
low tier Scarfers, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of the better Rotoms in regards to its tier.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course, now that it gets defog, just extra utility, even if it is weak to rocks.
Exactly. Beijing Behemoths are the next pick. See what they end up going for. Probably end up picking something.
No.
Team's Bravo favorite mon in E tier.
When you told me that you were the only one who cares about Avalugg, I was
Yeah,
kinda
it's not true.
That's a valuable pick that probably should have been taken in the first place.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Avalugg should be D tier.
Wow,
Obviously,
my heart just sank.
been a rough day for Akeem.
I haven't gotten a single after Chandelure, which I was the first pick. I haven't gotten a single pick that I wanted.
died
Leech
last
Dragon
night,
Eggs.
and now he's dying again on the inside at this draft.
I haven't gotten a single pick I wanted besides Chandelure.
Swablu going with the Glade. Something
Glade.
she used.
Something she actually likes. Something experienced with.
I think it's a pretty good D-Mop. I think definitely could be deserving of going in D1.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck. I'm rattled.
Is he going to take the Volt?
Man, Avila got amazing synergy with my draft too, with like Chandelure.
So yeah, another comfort pick, dare I say.
Yeah, I'm rattled.
It's insane. The Los Angeles restaurant.
Now you have to draft something that has rattled.
Man,
Let's see. What has rattled that's like low tier? Yo, Gramble. Get Gramble. Yes.
Granville? Is Granville E? It better be E now.
It's
fucking
E.
touched.
Dude, nobody has picked up anything that I wrote my article about. Come on.
Dude, everyone fucking hates your article, man. Apparently. You know, Vikavolt's lit. 145 special attack.
Fuck, I have to find a replacement plan fast. I just completely fell apart.
Choose your own adventure.
Fuck. Fuck.
Just a bad day for a team, you know.
Fuck, man. I had to call 911 last night.
I keep disconnecting. Jarrett gonna take the Mesprit. So I think that's a good pick in D2.
D2, it's pretty solid.
Yeah. It's a solid rocker. Pretty bulky. It runs a pretty good calm mindset, and I think it has pretty good coverage.
We're debating between two.
It's got average.
Yeah, Mesprit is really good. We saw Swablu get her first one with it last year. You know, the calm mindsets and great rocker too, levitator.
And some shade towards Akeem.
Quillfish.
Taking Quillfish. I think it's a pretty good Demon. I think it's honestly underrated a little bit.
I think it is too.
I think people kind of look at it as kind of a joke, but it's a solid mon. Especially in E tier where it will improve his bonus.
Yeah.
You know, it's got spikes, toxic spikes. It's got
Intimidate
Intimidate,
is
which is
great.
a great ability.
New Jersey Flabebe on the next pick.
You can always run that Poison Jab, Poison Point for, what, 51% chance to poison something?
That drops down from Mudsdale. I actually think Mudsdale is a very, very good pick.
Yeah, especially now that it got Stealth Rocks, I think it's definitely a good mon.
Did it get Salt Rocks now?
Yeah.
Mudsdale is so
Got
good.
that with
It's so good. You know, like Mudsdale is like a counter to like so many physical attackers, like just a rest talk set. Come in, get a defense boost, and then all of a sudden like you're fucked.
Yeah, but I think Stealth Rock really gave it that nice edge where it's like before it would be kind of hard to fit on a team because it didn't really fit a role, but now it can be your nice bulky rocker, and free up maybe another slot so that something else does not have to run rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna need this time.
60 seconds starting now. And you're right afterwards, Inverse. So, what kind of mon are you looking at?
I'm definitely looking at Pursuit Trapper, which the team already has. So I don't think he's gonna snipe me, and he knows what I want. So I'm excited if he does.
Interesting.
But I'm looking at a Pursuit Trapper. I don't actually have one yet.
Specifically, Emon, Demon, where do you want to look here? Okay. Well, Armaldo gets picked. I think Armaldo's actually pretty solid.
I agree. It's a good hazard control mon, even being weak to rocks.
I lost Aerodactyl and Avalug, so I did like all of my plans for hazard control got taken.
Yeah, I think Armaldo is definitely a solid hazard control mon in the lower tiers. I will be taking Skuntank. Yeah, it's not the best Pursuit Trapper, but it's something. It has defog as well. I don't know how. Like, I don't know how this thing gets defog. Finny's gonna beat me. I'm not scared. Bring it on. But yeah.
Well, Finny's angry, so.
I don't know if we play Finny, but
Cacturn. Interesting. That's another drop down in E.
Cacturn.
The Turtwig's up to a C bonus.
And this is the last round to improve bonuses. Obviously,
yeah, exactly.
Not drop down in E tier.
For sure. Finnish Blizzards are coming in next with a new pick. They just got Skuntank snipe from them. Maybe they'll go for Stunky instead.
Yo, I dig it. Stunky's pretty fast.
Stunky's funky, man. Really want to see that Stunky pick. No, if he was looking for a dark type Pursuit Trapper, there's, I don't know, Murkrow, easy, Prankster, Defog, Pursuit Trapper.
I don't think Murkrow is that bad.
I don't even think Murkrow's bad at all.
He could always just go for Tangela. Because
yeah, true. Tangela's pretty good. Yo, what the fuck? Why is Murkrow so good?
Diagonal, actually, something that I really like.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty underrated. It's got a good speed tier, especially when it got its defense buffed from 30 to 50, and I think it got 10 extra HP too. It's now not as weak on the physical side, and doesn't have great coverage, but it's good enough.
For sure.
Diagonal, low key, it's very bulky on the special side, and it does get reliable recovery. It gets recover.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Cryogonal, it got, didn't it go from 30 to 50 defense? That's a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I think it went from 70 to 80 HP.
Nice. Okay. Well, that makes it a little bit better.
Yep.
That one doesn't die to a mock.
That wasn't even Ultra Sun and Moon. That was the beginning of Sun and Moon.
Oh, okay. So I'm just dumb. Gotcha.
Yeah. That's kind of when all the more stat buffs, I think. I think Ultra Sun and Moon was more of like moves, whereas Sun and Moon was like stat buffs. anyways, we will see Bobbert coming in with the pick.
Oh God. 30 seconds left for Bobbert. Let's see what he chooses. I think he has a pretty solid draft so far.
Overall, this portion of the draft has gone very fast.
Yeah,
We're only an hour and 15 minutes in.
Today's been quicker.
Yeah,
Been nice.
for sure. Ursaring.
Oh my God!
Oof.
Aw, Akeem.
He's piling on for Akeem.
Holy shit!
Con goes for Sandslash, or it gets for Todd. Sandslash.
I think
Okay.
that's another solid mon. I've used it before. It's just a good hazard control mon. So we're going with the Kadabra.
Wow.
Continuing the trend of picking Emons in D. So Kadabra, it's a solid mon. They got that 120 special attack and that 105 speed. It might not be fully evolved, but it definitely can deal some real damage, and it can obviously use that magic guard potentially with like a life orb to not take
Holy shit.
focus sash. And this is already my pick of the round, Escavalier. In my opinion,
Wait,
one of the
say
best
that again?
Emons. Dan,
Say its name again. Say its name again.
Escavalier.
That's so weird.
How do you say it?
It's just a Cavalier. Say the Cleveland Cavaliers. What team does LeBron James play for?
The Cavs.
Is it the Cleveland Cavalier? The Cleveland Cavaliers?
Well, I mean, he did lose in the championship, so I think he might play for the Patriots.
Oh, that's just going for a low hit. That's dirty.
Yeah, true. Moxie gets Raichu. Raichu's pretty cool. That's fast. Electric type. And gets Lapras. Whoa. He's had it before, too.
Alright, I don't know about this Lapras pick.
No, dude, Lapras is lit.
I think he could have waited until E at least.
Yeah, you probably could have. It gets Dragon Dance.
Does it actually get Dragon? I did
Yeah,
not
it
know.
gets fucking Dragon Dance, dude.
What? How did I never know this? Why don't they run Dragon Dance, Lapras, and
Insane
Ram?
coverage. It's, like, awesome. Lapras is awesome. Freeze Drymon. It's cool. Alright.
Well, I'm glad I learned this before I played up against it, and then just see Dragon Dance against it.
Alright, so while Izzy verifies everyone's bonus tier, thoughts on the round?
Top drafts. I think Escavalier, absolutely insane pick. I don't care if you make fun of me for saying it.
I mean, it is the best pick of the round.
Definitely. I think it's not even close. I think we should play a game, count how many demons were actually selected. So we've got...
Everyone, I mean, how many demons were selected in D? What you should do.
Well, I think a lot of people took D in D1, but in this round we've got Escavalier. You're welcome. Escavalier's 1, Lickin' Rock, Mesprit.
Did you just say Lickin' Rock?
Dude, what?
Dude.
Definitely not
It's Lichen Rock.
It's Lickin' Rock.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude, what is going on?
It's definitively Lickin' Rock.
What? I'm blown away.
Mm.
A lot of A tier bonuses.
There's a ton of B tier bonuses as well.
There's a ton of A though, and not a lot of A to go around.
I'm very happy that I am the second pick in bonus now because there's a ton of B tier bonuses. So my bet is that I'm gonna snipe at least one person with what I go for in B.
There's also a ton of good B-Mons left.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, very for sure. Let's take a look. These bonus picks are very interesting. He's an A now. It's gonna be.
I think there's one interesting thing. Jarrett already knows what he's gonna take for his bonus, or at least he might already know because he's the only person that has a D tier bonus. Fun fact. I think that's pretty surprising, and I think he can definitely get some value still in D. Let's look at some things that didn't get drafted in D that are pretty good. I think Dodrio is pretty good. I really bad saw. Wow.
Yeah, the amount of people who have A's is interesting. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A picks.
But see, I was thinking about trying to draft up to all the way to A, but A tier is like actually pretty dry. Like if a lot.
Yeah, I'm saying there's 6 A picks, and
If a lot. If a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 picks.
And like one of those is
slow.
slow, bro.
Yeah.
Or like one of those hip out on. Like like a lot of these are like
I think there's going to be a lot of people in bonus grinds with the same thing. It's going to be very
like,
interesting to see. There's no way to patch it up unless you go down.
Yeah,
but then but then in the end you're this like if you end up having to go, you had an A bonus and you get a B bonus, like you are technically under tiered overall. So it's going to be curious to see how that plays out. Because there are definitely some good A-Mons remaining. It's just, I mean, Starmie I think is terrific. I think Volcanian's sick.
I think you guys are focusing on A, but I think B is where really people are gonna get sniped. I mean,
what's interesting is Dan is the only one with an E tier bonus.
No, there's.
Yo, check your PMs, Drew.
Oh, is he really? Wow. Yeah, he is. Oh, and I actually lied. So it wasn't updated, and Moxie also has a D tier bonus.
Yeah. Take a lower tier pick with your bonus. Yes. Okay. Looks like. E tier is starting. E tier is always funny because you get to see the weird bonds get picked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Know, some bonds that have never been in the CSL before. Which which is astounding. Beijing Behemoths are
I was
first.
considering trading away my bonus, but I'm so glad.
Ludicolo. That's E. Wow.
Honestly, I think it's a sick Pokemon.
I agree. He does not have rain, but
Well, no one has rain, but still, in itself, as an E tier pick, it's not bad.
it can set rain for itself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bulky enough to do it.
Yeah. All right. Respectable. Respectable. E
Yeah, I
tier's
think-
going all right.
I think
Next
that's
to
a good
Cleveland
Cleveland.
Cavaliers. Hi, my name is Bobbert. Who's coming in with the next pick? We're only an hour and 20 minutes in.
I'm really sad about Ursaring.
Great timing. Hopefully it doesn't slow down in these last few rounds like it did yesterday.
Yeah.
Also, shout out that we have 28 people online.
Yeah,
Pretty
true. Still waiting on Bobbert's pick.
Yo, fighting types are so bad against my team. It's hilarious. Like, it's actually ridiculous how bad fighting types are against my team.
Well, yeah, you do have. Yeah.
I have two ghost types: Mega Slowbro, Magearna, Azelf.
Magearna isn't amazing. Like, it takes it neutrally.
Yeah, and then kills
Looks
it.
like we're skipping Bobbert.
You know what I'm going to do, team? I'm going to be happy that I'm not playing you with my Mega Medicham.
Yeah,
Akeem's
exactly.
up next. See what Akeem goes for. Got a first ring taken. Akeem's got 30 seconds on the timer. Aurorus.
I think that's a pretty good mon.
I'm trading it.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting. Jarrett being a little hasty here.
Jared being a little handsy here, huh?
Hey, I dig it. I'd rather have somebody be too fast than too slow.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
To be
Scyther-
fair,
Scyther's a thing.
Aurora's is a pretty
I
good
think
Pokemon.
Scyther's definitely a very good Emon.
Scyther's a great thing.
If you can keep hazards off, it's quite solid. Has great attack and speed, and also great ult when it has it Violet. And of course, reliable recovery.
True.
Keep hazards off the field. I think Scyther is definitely one of the best Emons.
Walk is up. 40 seconds left. Man, some people really
really contemplating their E picks.
Contemplating their E-picks, which is bizarre.
Like, come on, man, just pick some.
Pro pass.
Pass.
He's pro
That's
passed really well last season, so you know what?
Yeah.
Power to him. Turnover Turtwigs are coming in.
Dust Noir.
Dust Noir.
I think that's pretty good. Emon.
I think it's super good.
But I think, doesn't he already have 2 ghosts? If I remember correctly.
Probably.
I think he has Giratina and then Doublade. Yeah, so pretty interesting that he would go for a 3rd ghost there.
You know what? Why not? Crabominable. Crabominable. Good pick. 132. I think the problem with Crabominable, and I was just talking to this Akeem because I know he's considering it, is it kind of just takes a hit, gives a hit, and then dies.
And that can be good or bad for your Emon, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite strong enough to like Oko everything that it needs to.
Yeah.
And
If Colin is a Trick Room setter, that'd be cool. Does he? I think he's Rotom. Rotom's a Trick Room setter.
I think Gengar might get it, and maybe Latios, but
Yeah. It's your turn, Inverse Battle.
alright. I will be taking
See some heat. Masquerade. Pretty cool.
I think it's amazing. Like, I wanted it pretty badly myself. I think it's actually.
I think it's E tier's best web setter.
I think it's one of the best Emons in general. Like, it has 3 different ways to boost its teammate's speed. It can clean on its own.
If only we could do Quiver Dance, Baton Pass. Articuno. Another mon that if you can keep rocks off the field is very, very good.
Yeah, the Articuno, I've seen us use it in previous seasons, is just an insane special wall. I remember she was freaking out about a Greninja just like plowing through her team, and then I think Specs Greninja did like 30% Articuno.
It's just crazy.
The Villanova Torracats are out next to pick. Regigigas.
Oh, I think it's awful. I think it's just.
No, it's awesome, man.
I think it's an awful.
I think it sucks.
I think it can be used in an interesting way. We'll see. I mean, you know, if he manages to, you know, I mean, frankly, you got to use hacks to like get it moving. But like,
I think that's
in a setting where like you have a bad matchup and might want to rely on that, like that could be a good thing to have.
Yeah, I also think that most ghost types usually just completely wall it. And here Silvery goes for Palisand, which I think is definitely one of the best Emons now that it gets rocks. Rocks, it has reliable recovery with Shore Up. Doesn't have the best abilities, but that's okay. You know, it's just a good bulky mon in E tier, and it's got 100 special attack as well. So it's not super passive.
Caracosta.
I-
the reasonable backup for that.
I think it's a super good mon.
I do too.
I agree.
People sleep on how good. Like, people prep for a Shell Smash Caracosta to hit them with like Waterfall or whatever, but it also just gets Hydro Pump, and it can hit you with that. And people sleep on how powerful its special set is.
Don't run Waterfall, kids.
I didn't know if it got it or not.
He was going for Steelix. Interesting pick.
I think it might help with a slight fairy weakness on his team.
For sure. You know, having coefficient Steelix in those spots is going to be really useful.
Although both of them are more physically defensive oriented, so I think more, and generally I think Fairy is more of a specially offensive type, although he does have one of the best offensive Fairy types in himself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it can definitely put in some work.
Now let's see what Dan picks in E tier. It's going to be interesting to see what he wants to look at. He's had a
seems
bit of
to
a
always get-
slow.
Yeah, he seems to always get a great value with his picks.
Yeah, does Dan have a trick room setter?
Let's see.
'Cause if he doesn't, he might fucking want one.
Bronzon.
Yeah,
he
Bronzon.
gets it.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this is like a trick room team at the end here. I'm telling you.
I believe it.
What was the other thing I said he needed?
I would not call a team with Keldeo, Latios.
No, I'm saying the second half.
I guess,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Drampa,
Drampa.
Escavalier, Malolo, Bronzon. It's pretty interesting. I still see an Emon that's really fucking good, and I'm surprised. I know Dan will go for it, but there's an Emon that's in there.
There's a couple that are like really good, I would say.
Shiftry still there. Yeah.
Shiftry, Levani, Licky Licky, Cryogonal, Victory Bell,
No, Kragan's still there. Victory Bell, please.
Buffalont.
Yo, true Buffalont. Yo, Buffalont's lit. Dan's nearing the timer's end.
Drew, I sent you a PM just now. You sound so annoyed.
Yeah, I am.
Go for Golem Alola.
Huh.
Pretty interesting pick. I had it last season and I really didn't use it that much.
Does he have an Electricide yet? I think he
No,
could have
he
benefited
does
from
not.
something like Electabuzz.
Yeah, I would agree. Although I guess it can be like a slower pivot. Let's see. Can he hit ground types? I don't know. His draft doesn't seem overly strong against ground types. So, and that's what what's it called? Struggles with.
Yeah. I think Dan could have benefited from something like Electabuzz or Zebstrika maybe.
That's a good Emon.
Regice?
I think it is good. Emon.
I agree.
Just insane bulk. 200 special defense. Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Kangaskhan for Todd.
Is not bad.
Solid Emon right there.
You know, it's not scrappy. It gets Wish.
Yeah, exactly. See what he comes up with next.
Finny
The
goes
barrel. Hey!
Yes. I actually really love this pick.
That's awesome. +4.
+4.
Double priority. Yeah, I can see this thing doing work. I'm serious.
He has the double Aqua Jetters now with the Zoomeroo.
Stoutland gets picked, so that's gonna have some synergy with the sand. On Tyler's team.
Yep.
Stoutland's great. Let's see what Ant's picking up here.
Please let him draft Tangela. I will love you forever, Ant.
Executor. Just to spite you.
This is ass pick. Awful. Completely awful. It's just way better.
Yeah, Tangela is a little better.
Why use Harvest Citrus Berry when you could use Regenerator?
True. Tangela's a lot better, actually.
There's no excuse for picking Executor there.
Other than, like, the 125 special attack and the other typing. But
Tangrowth has 100 special attack, and it gets the opportunity to use more attacks.
No, it has to be Victory Bell. No, wait, please go Victory Bell. Please. 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 No! Driplim. Cool.
Yes, and switch to Tangela.
Alright, I guess he's switching to Tangela. Okay. So Tangela, and then Driplim. Interesting picks. There's going to be a bit of a time.
What do you think the best picks of the draft were? Or at least this round, I mean. I think
For
Tangela.
E, I think Stalin gives Tyler some good options. I think Caracosta's a good pick. I think Kangaskhan is great this low. I think Tangela, like you said. Articuno's nice for Izzy's draft. Scyther's pretty cool.
You know, Aurora's is actually pretty cool, I will say. Even if I'm just
Aurora's
trading
is
it.
dope.
No, I sound like trash.
Yeah, you sound awful. But we'll I think, you know, the bonus picks will patch it up, but I think a lot of these drafts are looking weird, and a lot of these drafts are looking good. I'm really hyped about the Regigigas pick though, and the Drifblim pick. Honestly, those are two mons that I think are
About the Tangrowth pick. Like I'm glad somebody decided to take some.
Yeah, from your article.
Feels
Cherry's up first. Picking Haxorus.
Haxorus.
A good mon.
Definitely a good mon.
That 147 attack, pretty insane. Mold Breaker is a great ability, as is Unnerve. And of course, it gets that's right. Anyways, I will be up next.
Yep. Next is
I will take Alex and give me that nice.
It's crazy that that's still on the board.
Yeah, I know. I was very surprised when I was looking at the B tier picks last night. I was very surprised and very happy.
is he laying down the law in chat? The Skokie Snorunt's coming in with their next pick. And they are going to be picking up
Game.
for trade. I don't know what that means, but
Maybe with Rio.
maybe.
I think Rio was talking about maybe going Tangrowth for Shane.
Yeah, that would be a solid trade.
Yeah, I think that's a solid trade on both sides. Because I think Shaman fits Rio's team better, but I think Tangrowth is overall the better mon. So I think that Surgeon definitely getting some nice value there.
Yeah.
Especially since he kind of effectively got another B1 pick in its bonus. Because
Gothitelle for Todd.
Gothitelle, I really like Gothitelle. People who watch my videos might know, but I really think it's a great mon, and just it forces, but it puts so much pressure on opponents for team building. Gyarados.
Gyarados is a great mon. Gives him a ground resist, which I think is something that he needs.
Yeah,
Ground
and Gligar. I don't really think it's super drown weak.
I might be thinking of another draft. But yeah, never mind.
Yeah, he's got the Gligar and Tangrowth, and I guess the still. I mean, I guess he's somewhat ground weak, but I think it's not that big of a deal.
Dan picks up Rotom Frost. Thoughts on that?
I think it's it's gonna live and die by the blizzards.
Yeah, I mean it gets defog now though.
It does, but I think I don't know. I think it's too reliant on Blizzard, in my opinion.
You think it's too reliant on Blizzard?
Yeah. If it just got Ice Beam, it would be so good. But like, I think it's still a solid pick.
Yeah, true. Next is the Finnish Blizzards, who have an A pick, getting Skarmory. Definitely really good. Something that Finny's had a lot of experience with. I think he's drafted every single time in the CSL except last season where he didn't do as great. So maybe this is his good luck charm. The Villanova Toro Cats. The next.
Radily. Not a bad Mon. I think that's one of the better Demons that was left.
Yep, was on the championship team last season. Was used pretty well as far as I've seen. So we're gonna see how Moxie does with it.
Home Drain is a really nice ability.
Yeah, that's true. Gives him water immunity. The New Jersey Flabébé have a C tier pick, which is actually one of the tiers that less people have. I think only 2 people have a C tier pick in bonus. And Colin is getting Incineroar. Or, no, Nefernum's getting Incineroar.
It's only
It did get buffed. It has knockoff and elemental punches and stuff now.
that is true. But I think really the potential of Mon lies in the Intimidate. But anyways, if you will get Florges, definitely a great Mon. Gets defog, and I think it'll be one of the best defoggers in the league. Just because it is nice and bulky with that 154 special defense. It's not weak to rocks, somewhat weak to T-spikes, but that's not that big. I think it's just going to be a very, very solid defogger.
Yeah, great defogger that she needs. Now she has 3 very good hazard clears. The Tamper Tyranitar next. Getting something. See what happens. Still probably making a pick because Izzy kind of screwed Sorry. But that's the thing. A lot of people relied on getting a certain bonus
You
pick.
guys thought it was going to be A tier. I knew it would be B tier. Too many.
You know, I say this all the time. Bonus is not the place to have a coherent plan. Bonus is the place to get them on that's available that you think is cool. That's it. Because otherwise you end up in a situation where you wanted Florges and all of a sudden now you don't have Florges. There's nothing really left to back it up because
But
the
you
other
could
picks are taken.
Grand Bull instead.
Echo Grand Ball.
I mean, it's true.
For sure. I still think there's some good specially defensive mods. I mean, Blissy's there on the field. I don't know.
I think he was probably looking more for the hazard removal.
Yeah, Cresselia. Flygon's there. Fortress is there for the hazard removal. Like, there's still, like, Klefki.
Yeah. I think Klefki.
Mandibuzz. Like, there's still some great Silvally.
I think Klefki would be a good backup pick because he
Yeah,
might. be looking-
Mandibuzz is still there, which surprises me.
Yeah, I agree. I think Mandibuzz is definitely a very good mon in B.
Mandibuzz is great. Does it get pursued? No, it doesn't. That would have been a great pick.
Sorry.
Yeah, and it's sad because you know he's looking. Oh, Silvally gets picked.
You say Silvally? I say Silvally.
Silverly? Akeem, you gotta be the tiebreaker here.
Silverly.
No.
But honestly, I feel like I should just agree with Drew, just because inverse clearly fucks up everything else he says. Holy
Space
shit!
Cavalier again.
You're killing smalls.
Let's see what Akeem goes for.
Yeah.
I know you're picking between two, but
Raw don't.
now that you said that,
Yeah,
Okay.
I was really leaning towards that one because I was like, it does more things.
yeah.
I'll even say it because no one's gonna stop me now. I'm looking up between Lucario and Venomoth.
Raw don't.
Venomoth is like does more things, but I have a huge rock weakness on my draft if I go.
Raw don't. Raw don't kills rocks.
Groudon.
Raw don't is solid.
Lucario. I think you're gonna like Lucario.
I don't like Lucario.
You know what, Inverse? Fuck off.
And I'm not just saying that because I wanted you to pick Groudon. I just think it's overrated.
That's fair. No, whatever. Trevor's picking up Staraptor.
That's a good mon.
It's a good mon. Banded Reckless hits hard as shit.
Sure.
So does Scarf Reckless. I meant to say Scarf, but I accidentally said Banded.
I mean, you're right. Man does hit hard.
That's true.
Not
No,
gonna,
Staraptor just breaks shit.
it does.
The Turtwig Turtwigs have a C tier pick, and are not here right now. So it looks like it's gonna have to be skipped.
All right, I have my. It's kind of exciting. I have my drafts and I have all my stuff.
I do as well.
Man, I ended up so far off my original plan.
I also did as but I mean, that kind of the A2 pick. It's like,
Next, we got the Memphis Mamoswines coming in with their next bonus pick. So they have a B tier pick. Deuce going for Toxicroak.
Raw don't. Come on.
I think Ant wants.
I think he wants Groudon.
I don't know what Ant wants. Huron could be cool for him.
Yes, Thing is the goat.
That is true. I do like.
I think Dragalge is fucking sick. I don't know why this thing isn't a top beam on every single fucking tier, because it's so fucking good.
Did you take the gouge?
The problem is, I love all the dragon types.
Did you say Dragouge?
Dragalge.
Me on my saying it's Dragouge.
Dragalge, I guess it's Dragalge, yeah, it's probably Dragalge.
Because it's like algae.
Regardless, here's the thing, is that I love all the dragon types. I love Goodra, I love Garchomp, I love Druddigon, I love Dragalge. Like, I love them all, and I can't draft them all every season. It makes me sad.
Do you like Zygarde?
No, I hate Zygarde.
Yeah, I hate Zygarde too.
What about Noivern?
Oh, I hate Noivern. It's ass.
What about Guzzlord?
Guzzlord's poop. No, it's actually not poop. I think it's cool.
It's not as bad as Noivern.
Guzzlord once again goes undrafted. Tragic.
We need Alpha. Draft Guzzlord.
very interesting. There's 3 A's left. Pick.
I mean, I think Gliscor isn't that bad of an Amon if the team isn't weak to ice. I think Gliscor can be very good. Gets a Poison Heal Defog now. It's
Wow,
Stealth Rocks.
my first 7 went so well, then it all went so bad.
Aw. No, I think you'll have opportunities to patch it up and stuff.
No, I mean I'm making the trade, so I know I'm gonna have I'm gonna be able to fix Auroras. I would have probably not gone for Auroras, but I don't know. Ooh, but Auroras is
Maybe it'll be really useful week 1.
no, knowing my week 1 matchup actually, Auroras' matchup is kind of cool.
Wow. Akeem knows his week 1 matchup and counter teams his opponent.
Yeah, I mean
Classic.
with my I'm gonna counter team my week 1 opponent and then not counter team anyone else. And have a shit draft against everyone
What
else.
does that mean?
Classic Akeem.
Okay, what was my D1? Swallow.
Rhianoclus. There goes Rhianoclus.
I think Uniclus is very, very good.
I think it's one of the top B-Mons.
I'm not sure one of the top. Definitely one of the top that was left. It's actually very versatile. It's a great assault vest. There goes Colin taking the Gliscor as I suggested. It's also a very good pick. Definitely one of the better Amons left.
Yeah, to be fair, you guys all know conferences already, so you know who you're gonna play. Like,
We don't know our power matches.
I don't know my power match either. What if I go 0-6? I'll probably play Colin. Like,
Oh, I meant my. That's very fun. I meant the national matches. Yes,
Nothing against Volcanion.
That's a really good Pokemon.
it is insane.
Like, it is.
Pablo will love having it. I'm so happy.
Colin is salty.
This is amazing. I love Swablu. Swablu is gonna win the league. You heard it here first.
Colin is so salty. he's like PMing me.
Expose him. Expose him to the stream.
Ooh, another really good pick, I think.
What is it?
Necrozma. I think it's super good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Got a nice buff.
Kaiser is a nice.
Yeah, I think Necrozma's great. Got a lot of buffs. Knockoff, Earth Power, Heat Wave now, Photon Geyser. A lot of cool options. I respect the pick.
That concludes the draft.
Yeah, well, we got Zmons, but I don't think that's ever part of live streams. Thank you for tuning into the draft. Sarah's kind of slow on the tail ends, but yeah, these are the drafts. Do we have any like final favorite drafts?
Final favorite draft.
I haven't gotten a chance to look at everyone's draft.